I would like to call the regular meeting in the Housing Successor Agency and City Council meeting to order, please. Deputy City Clerk, roll call.
Councilmember Martin? Here. Councilmember Rodriguez?
Here.
Councilmember Zamora?
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Rounds?
Here.
And Mayor Sarno.
Here. Invocation, I would like to call upon Ms. Jarvis to lead us in today's invocation. Please rise.
Humble yourselves, then under God's mighty hand, so that he will lift you up in his own good time. 1 Peter 5:6. Humility. Sometimes we often ponder what that really looks like. We should often humbly give back without recognition as God has commanded us. Have you ever taken your shoes off to give to someone in need? Those are the moments God honors. Doing the right thing when no one is watching equals integrity. Both terms go hand in hand with how God directs us to be an example to others who watch from the sidelines. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, thank you for your favor. May you continue to bless our city council and those in leadership here. Give us all wisdom in decision-making as we give you the glory for all you will do and accomplish. Amen.
Amen. Please rise. Keep standing. I would like to call upon Danica Lopez, please, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Please place your right hand over your heart and face the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Don't go nowhere. Tell them your name, age, what school you go to, and a little bit about yourself.
My name is Danica Lopez. I'm 10 years old, and I attend St. Gregory the Great School in Whittier, and I'm in 5th grade.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is pink.
What's your favorite subject?
My favorite subject is probably reading.
Reading? Nice. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Can we take a picture? You guys want to come up too? Come on, come up. Thank you.
Got it, Mo?
Got it? Introductions. I would like to introduce the following representatives from the Chamber of Commerce. Lena Ariza, broker and owner of CBM Real Estate and Home Loans. Is she here? Diego De La Mana, owner of State Farm Insurance. And of course, the famous Kathy Fink, Santa Fe Chamber CEO. Next is changes to the agenda. Mr. Bobadilla, are there any changes to the agenda?
We have no changes, Mr. Mayor.
Okay. Public comments. Public comments are now open. The public may address the city council on any and non-public hearing item on the agenda or any other matter within the council's jurisdiction. You will have an opportunity to speak for 3 minutes once the Deputy City Clerk announces your name. Deputy City Clerk, do we have any members of the public wishing to speak today?
Yes, Mayor. First, we have representatives from CONASUPO.
People of Santa Fe Springs. My name is Karin Lopez.
Antonio Juarez.
So we're just here to introduce ourselves in an effort to grow our outreach. We are a food bank located in 9225 Greenleaf Avenue. Every Saturday from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. We're out there serving 1,000+ families. We've been doing this for approximately 8 weeks now. Some of the deputies have driven by there. Thank you for taking care of us. And Tony, do you got it?
Yes, we just want to make a big impact in our community, and with the help of resources in the community, I'm pretty sure that we're gonna make some changes. I mean, I believe that if we empower our families and give them a little direction, I'm pretty sure that we'll see less and less. I mean, people struggling with jobs and food and things like that. So we're just glad to be here to be a help.
Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Next, we have a representative from La Michoacana.
Good evening, council members. It's a pleasure to be here. My name is Noe Galvan. I'm the owner of La Michoacana that just opened here on February 1st down the street here in the Promenade. Just wanted to introduce myself and see some new faces to me, some that I've seen already that come by the ice cream shop. So also introduce myself to the members that are here from Santa Fe Springs. It's been such a pleasure getting started and seeing a lot of the community folks coming out, the students coming out, and really excited to have us there and try some of our product. And I wanted to just be here tonight to maybe see what else is out there that I can get involved with, I can get engaged with. One of the things that I tried to do myself was hire a few kids from the high school. So I took it upon myself to embrace the students as they came in and let them know that I was hiring. And we were able to hire 4 kids from the Santa Fe Springs. So
Awesome.
yeah, so it's great. You'll see them around there if you've seen them. So I want to do more, and I want to try to be involved in other activities as well. So anything I can do or any direction you may have that I can go to or get some pointers, that would be great. So I look forward to at one point meet each of you individually and look forward to talking to you. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Can we maybe make sure we get his number to Gus and stuff like that? So when we do have programs and different things, that he can participate. And I thank you, sir, for doing your due diligence and going to the school and helping these kids. So thank you.
Mayor, that concludes our speakers.
All right, I will now close public comment and move on to the next item. Staff communications, Mr. Bobadilla, do we have any staff communication?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, we have one. I'd like to first introduce our newly appointed Parks and Recs Director, Gus Hernandez.
Thank you very much. It's truly an honor to serve in this capacity. I'm very excited to continue to serve the community. Tonight I do have one communication. We have our annual Shamrock 5K coming up this Saturday. That's March 9th, starting at 7:30 here at Town Center Plaza. Our staff has done an amazing job marketing this event. They've done so well that we actually sold out. Last year we had 715 runners. This year, they almost doubled that. We had to cap it at 1,400. Yeah, absolutely amazing. So we hope to see everybody out there. There is going to be a beer garden provided by our Santa Fe Springs Employees Association and Anheuser-Busch One. And so we're very excited to ensure that all the runners stay hydrated after the race. But we hope to see everybody out there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Congratulations. Is it before and after or just after? We can sneak it in though, right, Maricel? Anything else?
That's all we have, Mr. Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Regular business. Item number 1, athletic fields and facilities allocation policy. I would like to call upon Mr. Bobadilla.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We're really happy to bring to you our proposed athletic field and facility allocation policy. And I want to thank staff. I want to thank Gus and Maricela for working on this. This is our attempt to try to create more transparency and make our field use open for folks that want to use it in our community and outside our community. So With that, I'd like to bring back Gus Hernandez, our Parks and Rec Director, to present on the item.
Thank you very much, Renee. Good evening once again, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council. Tonight, I bring before you the athletic field and facility allocation policy. This is a great step forward to ensure fair and equitable access to our city's athletic fields and athletic facilities. And so on the dais, I've placed an updated version of the policy itself. There's some minor edits to the one that was published with the agenda on Thursday, primarily changing a lot of the verbiage from Community Services Department to the Department of Parks and Recreation, and a couple of cleanup items as well. So the one you have before you is the most updated version of that. But this policy was developed by our staff, and it follows the best practices in Parks and Recreation. It was vetted through our Parks and Recreation Advisory Committee at the regular meeting in February last month. And overwhelmingly, the response that we received from them was positive. And so this policy prioritizes the need for our residents and community-based organizations to have better access to our sports fields. Currently, the demand far exceeds the availability. We have 14 athletic field spaces right now, and we currently work with 27 organizations throughout the year to allocate field space. And that's in addition to our in-house program. So there's definitely a high demand for these spaces. And so this policy will ensure a fair and equitable allocation of field space and ensure that Santa Fe Springs residents are prioritized above other non-resident groups. Excuse me. Currently, we do not have any policy in place. The fields are distributed on a first-come, first-served basis, regardless if you're a resident group or a non-resident group. And so this proposed policy aims to prioritize the Santa Fe Springs residents where teams and organizations meet a 60% residency threshold to receive priority usage. And so we did some research, and so 60% we thought was a fair number because it's more than half, it's a majority. And so the city of La Mirada currently has a threshold of 70%, city of Downey has a threshold of 55%, city of Pico Rivera has a threshold of 61%, and the city of Norwalk currently does not have a field allocation policy. When we reached out to them, they actually asked us for a copy of this policy because it looks like they're going to get started on one as well. And so this percentage certainly does follow the industry standards. And so this policy also establishes different categories for the different types of sports teams, again, aimed at prioritizing resident usage. And so we've identified 13 different priority group classifications. And this could look overwhelming, but we're going to go through these one by one to kind of explain what each one of them is. The first one is all of our City of Santa Fe Springs sponsored and co-sponsored programs. So that's all of our city programs, events such as Relay for Life that we co-sponsor. Those are always at the top of the priority list. The second is the recognized groups, and that's organizations that we have long-standing agreements with, like Metropolitan Little League and the Norwalk Santa Fe Springs Saints. Third on the list is the schools located within the City of Santa Fe school boundaries. And so currently we work with various schools to prioritize field space, such as Santa Fe Springs Christian School, where they utilize Lake Center Athletic Park for various of their sports activities. Next, number 4, is the resident youth nonprofit groups. Number 5 is nonprofit resident adult groups, again, that meet 60% residency. We currently don't work with any of these types of groups. However, we do anticipate in the future there may be a need. And so we want to make sure that we capture that in this policy. Next is the business resident groups. And we do work with several of these businesses throughout the year. Typically, they're one-day events for their corporate picnics. Sometimes they have softball tournaments as well, so we work with them to allocate field space to them. Next on the list is probably our more popular group, is the youth resident groups. and that's just your private club teams, travel ball teams, and so we have a lot of demand from those types of teams. And unfortunately, right now, because it's on a first-come, first-served basis, the practice is that we currently, unfortunately, sometimes those teams get squeezed out of time. Number 8 on the list is the adult resident groups. Number 9 is youth non-residents, non-profit groups. 10 is the youth non-resident groups. Is that the alarm to cut it off? 3 minutes, all right. Number 11 is the adult non-resident nonprofit groups. Number 12 is adult non-resident groups. And then number 13, if we haven't captured your group in any of the first 12, we'll capture you on group number 13. And so if you notice this list here, it's pretty comprehensive. However, it does prioritize not only our youth, but it also prioritizes our Santa Fe Springs residents. We'll come back to this list shortly. So currently, the allocation process, fields are allocated on a 6-month permit basis, and the application is due 6 months prior to that usage. So if you apply for a field to utilize from January through June, your application is due in July of the previous year. And so that's, for some teams, that could be quite cumbersome. Same thing if you want to reserve fields from July through December, your application is due in January. And so the proposed policy aims to break this up into 4 different permit allocation periods that currently align with the All Things Santa Fe Springs publication. And so we'll be able to advertise the publication dates of our applications as the publication is being released. And so instead of a 6-month application process or waiting period, there's going to be a 3-month waiting period. And fields will no longer be allocated on a first-come, first-served basis. We're simply going to take applications from the 1st through the 15th of those months, and then our staff is going to prioritize those groups based on the list that we put together and distribute field space in that manner. On the right there, you see some of our current programming offered by Parks and Recreation throughout the year. We have various activities at several of our sports fields, and so it's really a balance of trying to allocate field space and try to offer our youth and adult sports programs as well. Any questions so far? We okay? Yeah? All right, good. So going back to the priority group classifications, I have an example here. So if we have Team A is a youth travel ball team. They have 60% residency. They meet, or they will be qualified under priority group number 7. Team B is also a youth travel ball team, but they only have 25% residency. So they're gonna go to priority group number 10. And so when we receive these applications, regardless of what day we receive them, as long as it's between the 1st and the 15th, even if we receive Team A's application second, they would receive priority usage under this policy. Now let's switch it up a little bit. Let's say Team B has 80% residency, and now they're both in priority group number 7. Then we have a formula for this, right? So we have one group with 60% usage or 60% residency, another group with 80% residency. If one is requesting Monday and another one's requesting Tuesday, obviously there's no conflict there and we're able to meet both needs of both teams. However, if they're both requesting the same date and the same time, we have a formula for this, and it's based off of Santa Fe Springs residents only. And so if Team A has 6 of 10 kids that are Santa Fe Springs residents, and Team B has 40 kids in their group, and they're Santa Fe Springs residents, we would only consider those 46 kids as far as the allocation portion. And so we would take those combined residencies, right? So there's 46 kids now that are being considered, and we would divide that by the total number of residents. So it'd be for Team A, 6 residents divided by 46, which is the total. Team A would receive 13% of the usage time. So if they're requesting for 4 hours, Team A would get 13% of those 4 hours. Team B would then receive 87% of those 4 hours. But again, that's only if there's a conflict, if they're requesting the same date and time, which we hope that won't happen, but if it does happen, we're going to be fully prepared for it. Other items contained in the policy are the definition of terms, requirements for submittal of team rosters, insurance requirements, payment schedules, inclement weather and field closure procedures, state laws, code of conduct, and of course, all your legal requirements. And so tonight, we bring this policy before you. Again, this is to ensure fair and equitable access to our city's athletic facilities. The policy prioritizes the need of our residents and community-based organizations versus non-resident groups. And so this is going to be a shift in the way that we distribute field spaces. And so our staff is going to be conducting quarterly meetings with the existing teams to educate them on what the new process is going to be. So tonight, I'm recommending that the City Council approve the athletic field and facility allocation policy and take such related action that may be desirable. That concludes my presentation, and I'm happy to take any questions.
Anybody have any questions? Is there a motion for approval of item number 1?
Motion?
Second.
Motion by Juanita, second by Annette. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, so ordered.
Yes.
Thank you, Gus.
Good job, Gus.
Thank you, Gus.
Next, Housing Successor Agency, and City Council consent calendars. We have a total of 11 consent items, numbers 2 through 12. Is there a motion for approval of the consent items calendar?
I'll move.
Second.
Moved by Bill, second by Joe Angel. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, so ordered. Appointments to boards, committees, and commissions. Councilmember Martin.
None tonight, thank you.
Councilmember Rodriguez.
None tonight, Mr. Mayor.
Councilmembers Zamora.
None tonight.
Mayor Pro Tem, Mr. Rounds.
None for me.
And I have none. City Council comments. AB 1234 Council Conference reporting. Councilmember Martin.
Thank you. Well, no AB 1234 to report. I noticed that Lena came in a little late. Lena is part of the chamber, and a great relationship that we do. Chamber, I mean, this is a personal thing, but I reached out to the chamber when I'm doing my ADU, and I reached out to Lena for my ADU loan and everything, and it was great. I mean, this is what the relationship that we have with chamber. We reach out to the chamber, what companies you have, what you have to offer, and I picked Lena for my loan and all, and everything was great. But to the fact of us going to chamber and chamber helping us out, and it's a great relationship we have. So thank you, Lena. And I know you weren't here when they introduced you, but to say thank you so much for that. Gus, congratulations. Well-deserved, well-deserved. It's great to see 2 different businesses coming here to reach out to us. That's what Santa Fe Springs is about. So thank you so much for both. I mean, we have so many things. You guys are here. You have no idea how much we're going to be using you guys. You know, for events, I mean, we have people from the church. We have our social services. We have so many. Thank you so much for reaching out to us and being part of our community. Thank you. And Cindy left already, but I wanted to congratulate her. She's actually receiving Woman of the Year through Congress, through Senator Archuleta. So it's great. Very well deserved on that. And I would like to, I don't know if many people know, but one of our youth leadership members, actually past member, one of our ex-city employees, was in a car accident, actually an accident crossing the street at Starbucks. What started off as a simple broken leg has put her in a coma, and it's the family's asking for a lot of prayers. Her name is Jasmine. She was part of youth leadership. She was part of our Santa Fe Springs. She was part of our city, and she still is, and she's actually was one of the winners for our chalk walk. So please, I've been in close contact with the family. Please, 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 that could be anybody's daughter, anybody's child, so please keep them in your prayers. That's it. Thank you.
them around.
No, I'll go in order today. See, I'm
Okay.
switching you guys up.
Yes, okay. Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here, and I also wanted to say thank you to our businesses for coming out here. You're already on Facebook. I see you all over the place, and our Santa Fe Springs Women's Club right there, Isabel, she's already tried your ice cream. How was it, Isabel? Great. I'm
I
waiting. I'm
second.
going to go out there and try your ice cream as well. Gus, we couldn't ask for anybody better. You are just amazing. We're so happy, and congratulations, and we all wish you the best on your journey to success, because you're already there, but thank you so much. We had a wellness fair at Heritage Park yesterday from LA Cata, and it was a very great program. We had so many people come to see what it's about, but it's a lot of people talking about wellness, about yourself, taking care of yourself, giving yourself some me time. And a lot of us are so busy day to day doing from the time you get up till the time you go to bed. But we're trying to tell everybody, take time for yourself. If you feel overwhelmed, you need to take a step back. We find a lot of people stressed and ending up in the hospital, and we just want to make sure that everybody's taken care of. So the wellness program was a huge success yesterday. I was glad that I attended that. Also, we had our Read Across America. I read at the Rancho Santa Gertrudis last Friday in Miss Weller's class, and it was just amazing. The fourth graders were just so cute, and I would like to see if, Renee, I'd like to see if we can have our Rancho Santa Gertrudis class in Miss Weller's class come and take a tour, and you know the way we do that, go to the fire station and have some pizza for them. They're just amazing kids, and they also said to say hi to Mr. Zamora. I think they know you. Yes, yes. And I'm looking forward to our 5K this Saturday. I had to tell another thing about Mr. Zamora too. Councilmember Zamora, I hope he doesn't get mad at me, but we were walking, we weren't running last time, but when we got to the finish line, somebody squirted water all over his forehead, and everybody thought that he had ran the race, but he walked with us. I just like to say, yeah, I thought that was funny. I thought it was cute. And I just want to say that I want to see everybody this Saturday at our 5K. I know we're all going to be there. Mr. Mayor, you going to be there?
I'm running.
All right, okay.
Right behind Joe Angel.
Yes. Look what I'm bringing. I want to thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Zamora?
The two ladies said it best. You know, they pretty much covered everything that we had to cover. But I also want to bring up Jasmine Duque. When I was sponsoring the youth leadership, I mean, she's just an amazing girl, amazing young lady. Her talents and everything. It's just the Duque family. It's sad to hear what took place. And like Councilmember Martin mentioned, it just started off, you know, as an accident. And, you know, blood clots, you know, started, you know, going in different areas. And, you know, with blood clots, you got to be careful. And she's a young lady. She's about, what, 21, 22, something like that. So I remember I was also just, you know, always in her corner just because of what she is. I mean, to have a young lady or even to have a daughter, I mean, that would be the type of young lady you would want to have. So my heart and prayers go out to the Duque family, and, you know, may God just put that hedge of protection and you know, that spiritual healing, you know, with the doctors, and, you know, so also I just want to bring up, you know, we've had some heavy rains coming in, and hopefully that, you know, some people, you know, when you drive, I mean, just be careful driving. I mean, it seems like, you know, around the schools, you see a lot of people speeding, and it's kind of like, hey, why don't you guys just wake up a little earlier and get to your destination? And so it's sad because you see a lot of double parking. So if we could have more policing, especially during those times when the rains are heavy, you know, just to be going through those areas, and people are always complaining about, you know, our potholes, and they don't realize that the last 3 weeks we've had, each week, you know, they're coming down and, you know, filling in those potholes, and it's not fair to Mr. Enriquez from our Director of Public Works and the Public Works guys, people are just, complaining, saying, hey, you guys are not filling these potholes quick enough, but they don't realize when it rains, potholes keep, they're just coming out. So, of course, we just want to do our part. Also, what we need to look at, I know Bill sits on the vector control, but, there's certain areas where the water's just, maintained, and it's probably like, instead of it, evaporating, it's there for about a week, 2 weeks. So if there's anything we could do to also send Public Works, sorry to put that on them, but, because we have to look at mosquitoes. We already had a West Nile, case in Santa Fe Springs, so we just have to make sure that, that we take care of those in our city. But once again, I do want to take my hat off to our Public Works family, because they go out of their way and they're working in the rains, and they did a lot for our community during these times. So I know that I could speak probably for everybody up here, but thank them, Mr. Enriquez, to write them a little, an email or something on our behalf and stuff like that. But other than that, you guys know that whenever there's anything going on in the city, if there's things, whether it be graffiti or things that you see, we have a Go SFS app, and that has been amazing. That creation to be brought to our city has actually evolved and made it easier probably on all of us, because those who are using the Go SFS app, they don't have to call us and be like, hey, can you guys do this? It's instantaneous. Our Public Works gets that information, and I know that they're evolving it to do all other departments. So I do just, want you guys to feel free to use those apps, and, and I'm sorry, my throat's a little. So other than that, I just came back from a fishing trip. Not a great fisherman, but I caught fish, so, so everybody can get lucky. But other than that, just thank you guys for all that you do in our city, and, we can leave the city and know that it's in great hands. So, of course, the residents, it's you guys have the power to always say what needs to be said to, keep us on check. And I'm sorry that if I'm going overboard for certain individuals, but I'm just making sure that, hey, that all things are covered. So I do appreciate it. Thank you.
Mayor Pro Tem?
What's left, sir? What do you want to talk about?
Don't look at me, look at them, tell them.
No, I want to thank everyone in the audience. We actually have a really good turnout tonight. It looks great. Look out at this and see everybody here, watching us, listening to us, finding out about your city. And the business people, the new businesses, great. I would have never known about your food bank had you not come in here, and I really appreciate that. Ice cream, my favorite. Who doesn't love ice cream? And my family's been there, and they loved it too. So you'll be seeing me come in there soon. Gus, congratulations. Well deserved. You earned it. I got to say, you did earn to be sitting there with that bright orange shirt on tonight. But no, you look great, sir. But I also wanted to bring up too about the potholes. I know you see people say, how come the potholes aren't fixed? Exactly what Councilmember Zamora said. They fix them, it rains, they pop out again. We have to have a lot of dry weather and a better process that we will do to take care of those potholes. But until we can get several weeks of dry weather, you're just going to have to deal with it. We're on top of it. The guys are out there, in the rain fixing them, but we will get to it. I know the city manager, it's one of his top priorities, along with James, Public Works Director. So we will take care of that.
Mayor Pro Tem, we're going to work on some volunteer opportunities for pothole filling, so we'll talk about that.
Okay, there you go. We're the city of volunteers, right? We're the city of volunteers. And hopefully we'll see everybody out at the 5K run, walk. It's going to be a great event. And I know the mayor got on me a little bit last year, but I knew a little bit of a shortcut right at the end. But yeah, you can walk. We'll walk together, Joanne. So.
And I'm walking behind you guys, so I'm good.
So we'll see you 7:30 sharp. It starts Saturday morning, right outside here at the town center. So We'll see everybody there and have a great weekend. Happy St. Patrick's Day for those that celebrate. Chamber, thank you for everything you do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's good to see more businesses, new businesses coming into our city, and we're going to have more to come in the next year or so. So thank you. Be safe.
Wow, you guys already said everything. First off, the businesses, welcome to our community. Thank you guys for coming and letting us, giving us the information. Your ice cream was fantastic, sir. Me and Isabel will go next time and we'll get an ice cream on me. Joe Angel too.
What about the whole women's club?
All right, the whole women's club can come over. Ice cream for, all right, everybody, ice cream on me at the new ice cream shop in the Promenade. Everybody go. Gus, this couldn't have happened to a better person. You have bring back a feeling that from me growing up in the parks, and a lot of us have grown up here, that I haven't felt in a long time that's been missing. And you are really bringing that culture back to our community and our kids. So this is a well-deserved promotion for you, but you've earned it just by the character that you are, and I appreciate everything you've done for us in the community. So thank you, sir. Very good. The 5K run, I will not be running. I will be walking. And if you guys do want to find me, I'll be at the beer garden with Marisela drinking some vegan beer. Green beer. And I think that's an awesome idea. If we can get some volunteers to help fix our potholes, I will donate equipment and stuff. I know the city has everything, but if we need anything, my company will definitely help and do the things. So if we can get everybody to come out and help, I think it builds a better character and a better city. So what better way to do it than ourselves? This week, we lost a lot of great mentors in the city. Two great people in this, Coach Sowers, wrestler, teacher, just a huge mentor to our community and our kids. And another one, our Cub Scout leader, Nikki Stradley, 40 years, almost 40 years of service. With these kids, it's just remarkable. And heaven definitely gained an angel or two angels this week, and it's sad to know that these people will not be mentoring our kids anymore, but we have to take their place and rebuild what they've left us. So I adjourn the meeting in their memory of their names, Coach Sowers and Nikki Stradley. Thank you, guys. Quit.